Ask me step by 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 step.
Some of the things that you have said are not appropriate.
Not true.
That's the court's.
The court is wrong. Why in the world would any prosecutor anywhere in this nation at any time ask a witness whether Jeffrey Williams was there? Nobody would say he was there. This is crazy. This is like communist Russia.
I don't recall nothing I said to no police. You keep sitting right here asking me the same question over and over and over and over and over. I'm tired of it. I'm drained.
Day 91 of the Young Thug YSL RICO trial had some fireworks. Woody has multiple outbursts as the state attorney repeatedly asks him about what he told detectives. Brian Steele then pops off and moves for a mistrial again because of the state putting Thug's name into a situation without a good faith basis. Another insanely chaotic day in the YSL RICO trial. A lot of information to take in today from what Woody told investigators. Hit subscribe, join the channel membership right now. Here we go. And first look at Thug on day 91 in the green suit. Shannon Stillwell's listening to a song apparently. All right, Woody's back up on the stand. Here we go.
Let me ask you, did you ever go to the police either the night of or the early morning hours after Mr. Donovan got here?
Objection. That's the answer.
Overruled, sir.
I think the police called me.
Did you go down to the police department after the police called you?
I think.
So we're straight into the Donovan Thomas murder. There's HYLTON not playing games today. God damn.
I remember getting a call saying that I killed Nut.
You killed him.
The word was, I got a call and people were saying that, am I okay? They saying I killed Nut. I was in my girl house. Picked the D up.
Where did you pick Little D up at?
I McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue.
When you got to the McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue, was there anyone else with Little D?
Just him and Shannon. Because they were saying that I got phone calls saying that I did something. People saying that I killed Nut. And he would call.
Now let me ask you this, did you kill that? Did you kill that?
Nope.
Things are getting real interesting already.
Was Shannon and Little D in the car when Wilson called you?
I think so. Yeah, the police called me. I got dropped off.
Fine.
I think Moulton dropped me off. I ain't for sure. I can't recall.
Yesterday, did you tell myself and my colleagues, Ms. Love and others, about Little D and Shannon being in the vehicle the night of the murder?
Huh?
That Little D and Shannon were in the car with you the night of the murder of Donovan Thomas.
I told you and them that what I told investigators in June when Nut got killed was different because I was trying to finish my way out of a situation. I picked up D and Shannon. D never told me nothing. I made it up to clear myself up.
So here we go. Woody's going to start saying he was making up anything when he kind of saying he was lying a lot, which completely destroys all of his credibility for a jury.
What I told the investigator back then wasn't me being truthful. So I'm telling you something that I didn't tell them because I ain't trying to go back to jail.
I asked you was yesterday. First time you said this part, and now what you're saying today is what's truth. What you're saying right now, what you're trying to tell the jury right now, is what you are now saying is truth.
What I'm trying to tell you is our conversation was about something that I said in the past.
I'm asking you to
Ask that Mr. Copeland allow to finish his.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you what though.
Mr. Copeland, you need to finish your answers?
No, I need a break, young.
Say again?
I need a break.
You need your restroom?
No, I need a break. Like, I need a break.
Sir, it's not time for us to take a break at this point.
Well, okay.
Okay. I mean, unless you need to go to the bathroom or some other reason, we're not going to break at this point in time.
Woody is not enjoying all this.
Was yesterday the first time that you told anyone from the state that what you said back in January of 2015 was a lie, and that you were trying to finesse your way out of what you told them back in January 2015?
I told that to the investigators when they was questioning me at a certain point. Y'all questioned me so many times, I don't know.
Did you also go to the police on January 28th, 2015?
I don't know no dates. But if you know that if I went to them, you could just see it.
Did you also go and speak with the police on February 20th, 2015?
If that's what it say.
And what about on February 21st, 2015?
If that's what it say.
What about on June 10th, 2015?
If that's what it say.
Do you recall your girlfriend's mother's home being shot at?
I'm pretty sure there's been over like 10 different times where Woody was shot at or his family members were shot at because people were looking for him.
I'm asking, do you recall her mother's home being shot at that night after that was killed?
I don't know if it was the same night or the next night.
Also, recall that the stepdad's house was shot at that same evening.
I will object it.
Basis.
He didn't hear it.
I'll stand as the form. You can rephrase me.
Was Young Thug's stepdad's house shot up the night that
I don't know.
In that January 11th, 2015 interview, was Thug in that interview with you?
Huh?
When you went to go speak with Detective Thorpe
Why is she asking that? Brian Steele's definitely gonna be mad about that.
on January 11th, 2015, was Thug in that interview with you? Right.
But
Yeah.
Basis. Okay.
He said he has a motion. Oh, it's a motion for a mistrial.
My motion is that there is a 24-4-403 comment on pre-arrest silence. What the state did is they set up a series of questions, repeating the question that Mr. Copeland gets a call from a Detective Thorpe on January 11, 2015 morning hours that he needs to come down to the police department. Mr. Copeland is reaching out to people allegedly saying whether I come or not. Spoke with people, said go down to the police department. The state then, for some reason, immediately says, well, did Jeffrey Williams come? That's after the state elicits, it's non-answered because the witness said he doesn't know, that Jeffrey Williams' stepfather's house is supposedly shot up that night. When you put that together, it is a clear indication involved since his stepfather's house is being shot up, then he's being accused and he should go down to the police police and talk to them as well. There's no basis for that. The state knows that Jeffrey Williams wasn't called by the police, wasn't asked to come down and speak. Why in the world would any prosecutor anywhere in this nation at any time ask a witness whether Jeffrey Williams was there? Nobody would say he was there. Nobody asked him to come. All it does is plants improperly in the mind of the jury. Jeffrey Williams was not bold like a lion, like Mr. Copeland, and go face the police that night. I'm moving for a minute.
Brian's still saying she's misleading the jury, planting things in her head that has no factual basis whatsoever, and they're aware of that. So let's see what they say. I'm sure the judge will deny this motion for mistrial.
The state cannot comment on pre-arrest silence. 2 is whether it is too prejudicial versus probative. And here there's zero probative value because the true evidence is that Mr. Williams is innocent of any charge, never asked by the police to come down, and didn't have a reason to go down to, quote, clear his name. So now the jurors are left with the unbelievable impression that somehow Jeffrey Williams should have gone to the police department but didn't, and he hid behind Mr. Copeland. It's just outrageous. I mean, to me, that is, I've tried so many cases, this is just wrong. And the state inquires of this witness, knowing, no matter what the witness said, it's just, nobody's going to say. There's going to be a video play where Mr. Copeland's sitting in a room with Detective Thorpe. What a crazy thing to say. Was Jeffrey Williams with you when you went to the police? What's the probative value of that?
Well, I'm going to find out, I guess. So, what's the relevance of asking Mr. Copeland about Mr. Williams?
Sure. Mr. Copeland is now stating to this jury for the first time a version of facts very different than what he told police on January 10th, 2015. Mr. Copeland advised police, specifically I want to talk about what happened on Cleveland Avenue. Mr. Copeland repeatedly in 2015 stated that Little D got into the car. The first time he said that Little D first said they killed Nut. As his interviews proceeded over the course of 6 months, he eventually says to police that Little D told him that they, and he was referencing Shannon, Mr. Stillwell, Mr. Kendrick, Mr. McMullen, all killed Nuts. He is now saying today, for the first time, to this jury and to us yesterday, that Little D and Shannon got into the car and Little D did not say anything to him. And that now, everything he said back in 2015, he just lied to get out of the trouble. So what we are doing is showing that back in 2015, none of these individuals were present none of these individuals were present in the room when he was speaking to law enforcement officers. And therefore now his story is changing when he has to now testify in court in front of these individuals.
Mr. Stewart, I'm going to overrule your motion for mistrial. I'll note it that you've asked it before the positive of the next question, and I'll make it a continuing objection, okay?
This is a RICO case where the constitutional violations of one defendant affect all the rest of us. We are linked together. We sink and swim together in many ways. I am, too, moving for a mistrial for the same reasons that Mr. Steele enunciated, and I understand the court's ruling, but for the record, I just want to make it clear that I have specifically joined this motion on behalf of Mr. Stillwell.
You know, when the state makes this argument that persuaded the court that it was okay, it presumes bad character on Mr. Williams and the others. Well, he never said that until he's in the courtroom. The state does that a lot.
It's impeachment.
Every time. And you have overruled it saying it goes to bias of the witness. But I never heard a witness say, yes, I'm intimidated. The state just presumes that. So that's another reason that I don't believe that that was a valid.
Was Thug in the room with you when you spoke with Investigator Thorpe?
No.
Okay. Was Yak in the room with you when you spoke with Investigator Thorpe?
No.
Was Shannon in the room with you when you spoke with Investigator Thorpe?
I was by myself.
When you spoke with Investigator Thorpe, was that at about 3:00 a.m. on January 11, 2015?
I guess.
And during that interview, did you go in there to speak with him about everything that you knew leading up to the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I guess.
Do you know someone by the name of Kell?
I know a lot of people named Kell.
Do you know someone who goes by the name of Shell Kell?
I don't know him, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay. And back in 2015, did you and Shell Kell have any issues?
If he's still here, then no.
Back in 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you and Shell Kell had some issues?
I guess.
Okay. And is Shell Kell related to Nut?
I guess.
Recalling this interview telling Detective Thorpe that Shell Kell is Nut's brother.
I guess.
Issues with Shell Kell began.
I guess.
When you say you guessed, do you recall or no?
Saying,
Hold on. What's the basis of your objection, Mr. Shardt?
Yeah, I mean, he's saying basically he doesn't remember.
When you say you guessed, what do you mean?
you asking me so clearly, I must have did.
When did your issues with Shell Kell begin?
I don't know.
Did you tell Detective Thorpe that your issues with Shell Kell began maybe about 4 months prior to the death of Donovan Thomas?
I guess. I mean, I said it, I guess.
Do you know if your problems with Shell Kell began 4 months prior to the death of Donovan Thomas?
If I had a problem with Shell Kell, I'm leaving it at that.
Okay. And I'm asking you, when did those problems begin? Did you and him get into a fight at Club Crucial on the Monday before Donovan Thomas' death?
No.
You're saying you did not get into a fight with him that Monday?
I did not get into a fight with them. They put their hands on me.
Okay.
So Woody got jumped at Club Crucial, and the state says that led to Donovan Thomas being killed.
What happened when they put their hands on you?
They ran out of the club.
Who is they?
I don't know.
That you looked up and you said to Kell, "What up, bro? What's going on?"
I probably did.
And that Kell didn't say anything. So he just said, "Hey, what's up?" You asked him, "What's up, bro?" And then he began asking you about Thug. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that?
I probably did.
And I need to know, is that a yes or a no? Did you tell him? Did you not tell him? Or do you not recall?
I said something to him, so if that's what he said, I said, then.
I'm asking, what do you remember? Do you remember telling him this or not? Or you don't
They
recall?
questioned me so many times, and I told them something different every time they questioned me. I don't recall what I told this person.
You have an objection?
That person.
Hold on. Mr. Copeland. You have an objection, sir?
I'm going to object to the
Basis.
state giving limited options for the
Witness answer.
Oral, sir. Oral, sir.
And then when you saw him put his necklace inside his shirt, you didn't put your money inside of your pocket.
Yes.
Do you remember what happened after you put your money inside of your pocket?
They jumped on me.
Who was the day that jumped on you?
I didn't see no. I knew I was surrounded by a lot of people.
Was Kell one of the individuals that jumped on you?
I don't know if he hit me. I don't remember if it was him who hit me. Somebody hit me.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that Kell punched you in the back of your head on the same January 11, 2015 interview?
He probably did.
He probably hit you, or did you probably tell?
Yeah, I said it.
And did you also tell Detective, so he punched me in the back of the head, then they pushed me to the ground. He tried to go in my pocket and take my money, but I hold on to my money. The other guy punched me all in the face, but I didn't care. I was holding on to the money.
Yes.
What did you do after you got up? You left. What do you remember about after you got up?
I had a knot on my face.
Okay. And then what happened?
I was real mad.
All right. And then what happened?
Somebody was gonna pay for that knot.
Someone was gonna pay for that knot. Bro was livid after getting jumped.
I went home.
Did you go outside of the club right after you got off the ground?
I had to leave that club.
Okay. And when you went out the club, and when you got out of the club, Bloody J was outside of the club.
I guess.
Do you recall if anything happened to Bloody J when you got outside of the club? When you got outside of the club, that two of your buddies went and beat up Bloody J?
I guess.
One of the individuals being Moonson.
Yes, I guess. I ain't trying to say the wrong thing. So
Do you remember if it was Moonson or not remember if it was Moonson?
if he said that's what I said, then yes.
Bro snitched on Monk Tunk and he was defending him, jumping someone else who just jumped him. Snitched on your boy that jumped someone for you.
I was mad. I had a knot on my head. I don't remember nothing from 2015. I remember the fight. They put their hands on me. If I was somewhere around Kell, I don't think we would be talking.
Did you also tell Detective Thorpe that as we talked, we said it was over? So it was like, we're over. We ain't beefing no more. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe about that conversation you had with Kell?
I guess.
It's not responsive. Do you recall or not recall telling Detective Thorpe that?
I told Detective Thorpe whatever he said, I told him.
Kell wanted to speak with Thug.
Who?
Kell wanted to speak with Thug.
I would have any chance to be around Kell at any point. I would not been talking to him.
I understand what you're saying today. I'm asking you what you told Detective Thorpe.
And I told you that if I told Detective Thorpe anything, and he said I said it, then I probably did.
That you then called Thug on FaceTime for Kell and Thug to speak with each other.
When he checked my phone record, did he see that call?
Bro was singing for the hills to this detective, telling him all types of little information.
That there was a shooting over in Lakewood and that it was Kell and he was standing on top of a roof and shooting inside. So you say you don't remember telling him about what happened?
But if he said that I told him that, I'm telling you right now, I told him that. So can you start asking me what I supposed to told Detective Thorpe? Because I'm telling you now, if he said that I said anything about anything, I'm telling you, more likely I probably did.
Great. Well, I wanted to ask you about all the things that you talked to Detective Thorpe about.
Bro is fuming. He doesn't want all his snitching coming to light.
Did you also tell Detective Thorpe about the Friday before Nut was killed?
I guess details about what happened, all this stuff been blinked out my mind.
That you were with Thug and you were at DJ Drama's studio.
I probably did. If you know something about me, I don't keep up with the time or the days. I just go with the flow.
Earlier today, you said that Little D and Shannon got into your vehicle. Do you recall saying that earlier today?
I think I did.
Okay. Back in January of 2015, did you ever tell Detective Thorpe, Your Honor, now I'm impeaching?
I'll rule the question, sir.
Did you ever tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the vehicle with you and Little D back on the morning of January 10, 2015?
If he said I did, I did.
You did not tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the car with you? Yeah.
Still trying to point out prior inconsistent statements to what he's saying now in the courtroom. This is big. This is how he pretty much put people in the car that murdered Peanut.
Did you say that to Detective Thorpe?
If he said I did.
That Little D told you that Nut just got killed?
Basis, sir.
Your Honor, do we address this? Your Honor, today you said that you and Little D never talked about the murder, correct?
Today I said whatever I told Thorpe in 2015, I was trying to get him out my face. So I do not know exactly what I have told him.
Do you have a memory outside of what you told Detective Thorpe about what happened on January 10, 2015?
Basis, sir. I did tell me the basis for your objection. I'm overrule the objection, sir.
I just know that I picked up Lil D and Shannon, and that's when I got a call saying that I supposed to did this and did that.
And in January 2015, you never told Detective Thorpe that you picked up Little D and Shannon?
I guess.
Do you recall?
I don't know what I told Detective. I don't remember what I told Detective, whatever his name is.
I need you to respond. Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember nothing I told Detective Thorpe.
Okay.
So that's my response to every question you about to ask me. If it have anything to do with me speaking with him.
Today, what Moonsook's number was back then?
No, I better know my phone number now.
All right. Do you remember saying it was either bluish, grayish, Malibu, and it was my ticket?
Yeah.
So he remembers that? Suddenly he's remembering certain things.
Yes, I guess. Yes.
What?
When you just said yes, you kind of shrugged your shoulders. Why did you do that? Why did you shrug your shoulder?
Because they my shoulders.
They my shoulders. Someone is counting how many times the judge is overruled in chat, and it's 34 times, and he sustained less than 8.
What I'm trying to call Bloody J for?
So do you not remember calling Bloody J?
What would I need to talk to him for?
So do you not remember calling Bloody J?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't recall.
All right. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in that same January 11th interview that you called Bloody J on the phone?
Yes.
So why would you want to call Bloody J?
You need to tell me.
Did you attempt to call anyone else the night that Donovan Thomas was murdered to tell them that you did not kill Donovan Thomas?
So he was clearly very scared for his life. His rival gang thinks he killed someone in their gang. Yeah.
I ain't doing no calling nobody.
First, that you tried to call Bloody J, and that there was someone else that you could call, but it's no use.
Yes.
So you remember certain things.
I walked in the homicide building. He said, hey man, I still got a body on the street. You came in here? I don't think he did it. That's how they went to me. So you asked me the question. I don't remember having a conversation with him, so I ain't saying I didn't. If you saying he said I did have a conversation with him, then I did. But I don't remember him. I don't remember these. So I don't know what I don't told him, but I just know that I thought he let me walk right back out the door.
Any cars following you home the night that Donovan Thomas was killed?
I don't remember.
Bro was being followed the night of the Donovan Thomas murder. I'd be shitting my pants, dude.
You saw a little red Camaro following you inside of the apartment complex.
I probably did. She trying to cross me up. She trying to say this and that when I don't tell her. I don't tell the police anything. They wanted to hear for them to, and she keep asking me over and over.
You have to answer the question, sir, okay?
Was your entire interview with Detective Thorpe a lie?
I don't know. I can't tell you what I told him. You got to tell me what I told him.
Okay. That you get blamed for everything and that your name comes up in everything.
Yes.
Did they shoot at your at Deshaun's mother's home the night of the murder?
I don't know if it was the same night, but at one point it was.
And did that shooting prompt you to go speak with Detective Thorpe on the morning of January 11th, 2015?
They called me. I was afraid for the people who was in the house.
They now think that you're with Thug and that you're claiming YSL?
Yes.
Yes, you remember telling him that?
I guess. If that's what he said, I said. My Instagram account is Woody vs. Woody. I don't know how to answer these questions. I don't really, a lot of this stuff you talk about, like, I've been through too much to be trying to remember certain stuff or these questions you asking me. Like, you discombobulated me up here. You want me to lie? You want me to tell the truth? I can't tell you the truth. If you sit here, you want, I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions. I mean, like, I don't know what y'all got going on. Like, for real. Like, you asked me about 2015. What somebody said to the investigators. You know how many investigators try to question me about this?
He is fed up, boys.
About your concerns that people from If Gang wanted to kill you and Thug?
Yes.
Do you recall why people wanted to kill you and Thug?
Yes.
Why was that?
Why was what?
Why
Oh my god, he's playing dumb, bro.
did people want to kill you and Thug?
Oh, I said it?
Oh my
Do you
god.
recall telling that to Detective Thorpe?
I don't know what I don't remember what I told Detective Thorpe.
Then why'd you just say you did?
Heard about a meeting in which an individual named Mo, who was down the road, conducted.
I don't know what I told Detective Thorpe.
I sustain the objection.
You need to respond.
Mr. Copeland, you have to answer the question, okay? It's not responsive to...
How could I answer the question to something I don't know? I don't know nothing about no meeting.
He was supposed to kill you and the young Thug.
I don't remember what I told Detective Thorpe. I'm saying yes to your question because you saying something I said to Detective Thorpe. So I'm saying yes to everything you saying, but I don't know nothing about where I supposed to told Detective Thorpe.
So that's him snitching on Mo and IF gang, planning on killing him and Thug.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you did not have any issues with Nut? And matter of fact, that you and Nut would see each other and dap each other up?
Yes.
And at this point, do you understand that I'm just trying to figure out what it is that you remember and what did you know?
You lost me.
I sustain the question as the form.
Do you recall being concerned that it was a whole gang after you?
You talking to me?
Yes, sir.
He said, are you talking to me? No, we're not talking to you, clearly.
And now these niggas show up at my girl's mama's house, and it's the whole gang. It's the whole clique. You know what I'm saying? They deep. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that put fear in my heart. Now I have to watch everywhere I go. I have to watch out.
I guess. I don't remember.
Telling Detective Thorpe, he shot everybody car up. You know what I'm saying? But earlier, didn't nobody know it was him. And then he got into it with his girl, and she came back and said it was him. You guess, meaning you don't remember if that's what you told Detective Thorpe?
I don't remember nothing I told the police.
Thug wanted Kell to pay for his window that got shot up.
Probably so. My whole thing with talking to Detective Thorpe was to get him out my face.
And you saw a Camaro and it was flying behind you?
I don't remember what I told Detective Thorpe.
I'm pretty sure he's done some fake yawns like 10 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, given it's so close to lunchtime hour,
Judge's stomach is growling.
And we move for mistrial based on the comment on my client's silence.
Demeanor now in court before these individuals versus when he was by himself in a interview room solely with a detective, that his answers are much different. And so that is the state's purpose and reason for talking about who was present with him in the room.
What undermines that argument is my client wasn't present when Mr. Copeland made it clear to the
he was in the courtroom here, right?
But no, he wasn't present yesterday in some side room somewhere where several investigators from the DA's office and multiple prosecutors were all in a room talking to Mr. Copeland while he was a sworn witness in this case. And he let the state know that what I said in prior statements were lies. And this is the truth.
You would disclose those particular
I was disclosed those
okay,
things
I just want to make sure. Okay,
last
right.
night.
Okay.
But
and before he testified this morning, correct?
Yeah, last night.
Okay. Right.
And so, but the argument that, oh, he's changing the story, because he's in front of Mr. Stillwell. Not only is there no evidence that Mr. Stillwell has ever threatened Mr. Copeland or Mr. Copeland is in any way scared of Mr. Stillwell, or any of these other gentlemen, but also the fact that it was disclosed yesterday to the state when none of these gentlemen present undermines their argument that that's the reason for asking that question.
So the judge doesn't care. Deny the motion for mistrial.
I'll deny your motion for mistrial, and I'll note that you,
in terms of whether or not Quay was there back in 2015. So that's the first point. He did not know Mr. Huey in 2015. Secondly, Your Honor, that places it's a bad faith question. It places Mr. Huey's character in issue, and there's no basis. There's just no basis for that question to be asked. So how could he have been there in 2015, or did he show up there at the interview with Detective Thorpe in January of 2015?
all right.
I would like the court to look into the appropriateness. Mr. Copeland, to my observation, around your courtroom, outside your courtroom, Brace, is surrounded by several members of law enforcement, the district attorney's office, and prosecutors. I don't know why a sitting witness under oath is in a room with prosecutors during breaks, mornings, afternoons. It's totally inappropriate. There are people who are in your court's door. There's a double door.
Wait. That's insane. Why is he in a room with all them?
And I noticed people standing there in law enforcement while Mr. Copeland is testifying. He's making eye contact with them. I don't know if they're his brother. My point to you is this. What gives anybody the right to surround a witness, he's not in custody, and bring a witness? I'm sure Mr. Copeland didn't say to the prosecutors, I don't know this, Your Honor, so if you think I'm wrong, then just strike it. But I'm sure he didn't say, hey, you guys want to hang out in this room a little while? So I believe that he is being led on a tether by the prosecutors, and it is coercion. It is inappropriate. And why would anybody not be recording everything he said? And why do I have to get it in drips and drabs? So I am objecting to the tactics of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office and whomever else they may have employed with a citizen, regardless of what the court may think of him or the prosecutors think.
I don't have any thoughts. So please don't put that in. Please don't put that in the ether. Okay, but that's what you just said, sir.
Ether is
okay.
The court wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it either. So why is
Hold on. Miss Love's been like talking to Miss Hilton right here in the green on the left the whole time. And Miss Love reaches for the microphone and Miss Hilton stops her.
Don't put that in the ether. Okay, but that's what you just said, sir.
Ether is
okay. I have no interest of the non-referee.
Well, you're the referee who spoke with the witness without my presence.
Mr. Steele, we're not gonna get into that right now.
Well,
okay?
my point is, how is he being treated here? And why don't I have all this? And why is this going on? What an unfair trial for Mr. Williams. Think about it. If you were accused, Your Honor, and the judge met with this witness, with the prosecutor, and you sat next to me and Mr. Adams, you would say to us, what kind of case is this? Now he's being surrounded with all this law enforcement. My point is,
Your Honor, we're going to object that this.
I'm not going to be interrupted.
Mr. Steele, hold on. No, but you're Mr. Steele? Mr. Steele?
Yes, sir. What?
Okay.
I want to finish. I'm making a record for the court to understand.
Well, Mr. Steele.
I've never been interrupted in a court except for this one. You okay?
Well, you know, but the challenge is in this point in time is that some of the things that you have said at certain points in time are not appropriate.
Not true.
Okay, well that's the court's.
The court is wrong.
Well, you know, you have, everybody has an opinion, and it can certainly be reviewed at the.
Miss Love needs to stop doing all these emotions.
This is a record. This is important.
Okay, but it's your allegation and assertion, sir. Okay, so. Well, we don't know that. We don't know whether or not they're true.
Every time Mr. Copeland comes in the courtroom or out of court, he's escorted by a DA's office investigator. You see that? This court is observant. You're not just sitting there in a cloud. You see exactly what's going on. You hear the prosecutor tell you, we were in a room with Mr. Copeland, and he said, why?
Okay.
Why do I have to bring it up? You should be bringing it up. This is crazy. This is like communist Russia. Have the worst trial. So I'm moving again to stop intimidating the witness by the prosecution, leave people alone, and stop accusing. You've allowed the prosecutor Love to accuse me of misconduct.
Oh, but you've also accused her of hold on. You have accused her of misconduct as well. And remember what I told you about your professional remember your professional responsibility. And let's not make this an ad hominem issue. I don't believe that either one of you are trying to do anything that would subvert your ability to practice law.
Love has intentionally lied to the court numerous occasions.
Hold on. Let me finish. See, this is Mr. Steele. This is exactly what I'm saying. You cannot. It is not a good idea to state that your brethren across the bar are lying. Okay, at any time.
Hilton took the mic away from her again.
Okay, but don't. So don't. But don't because you don't have any proof. If you have proof of it, then you have proof.
Dude, this is chaos again. This trial is a shit show.
Okay.
Everyone gets attacked. You say nothing.
Well, okay, but I've said something. You're going back to stuff that's happened in the past. So while I'm trying to deal with things that are current. Okay.
I'm just making a point that this has been going on and it's abusive.
Your Honor, I just asked that the court strike the portions of Mr. Steele's, whatever that was, to the court regarding personal and ad hominem attacks on members of the state's team. Ms. Hilton will address the merits of the initial argument that Mr. Steele made. But as to personal attacks on members of the state's team, we'd ask that assertions that specific people have lied, that is disrespectful, that is unprofessional, and not one time has any such statement been made, any member of this team, about anyone else in here?
Oh, I think, Ms. Love, in the past, you've made some statements.
I have never
about
said
me.
anyone lied.
You made some statements about Mr. Steele. And
Your
I'm not,
Honor?
well, just let me finish. I'm not done.
I mean, yeah, she has.
All right. And about several others of your colleagues. I mean, and it may have been the heat of discussion and everything else.
That statements like Ms. Love lied be stricken from the record. Those are personal attacks. There's none been made, at least not this day.
I'm not gonna consider your ad hominem attacks. Either one is. Okay.
Thank you.
Or anybody's. All right. Okay.
We have not treated Mr. Copeland any different than we would treat any of our other witnesses.
Oh, come on. I feel like since he's a known snitch, they're just trying to protect him. Comes off as a little sketchy.
If he wants to be around us, he can. If he chooses not to, he doesn't have to be. The fact that he's saying we are coercing Mr. Copeland to speak is clearly not true, given Mr. Copeland's testimony here today. If we were coercing him to speak, he would answer my questions, and I would not have to sit here and go in and back and forth and struggle with him. So clearly, we are not being influential on Mr. Copeland, given.
Mr. Steele, let me just make sure. Are you again moving for mistrial, or did you make within your statement, did you ask the court for a mistrial?
Yes, it's about totality of what I said.
Okay. I'm going to deny that motion, and I will also.
A large individual standing outside of that door, those two doors, staring at the witness during his testimony.
I know it's a large individual too. There's plenty of large individuals. They're law enforcement, or we don't know. But okay. Well, then we don't know it's law enforcement. But I have the same.
Hold on, a big mother outside looking at Kenneth Copeland testifying? That's terrifying.
How did you see him? Your back's to the door.
Are you questioning whether I saw him or not?
I'm asking how you saw it. Okay. All right.
This person yesterday was glaring through that glass for at least 10 to 15 minutes that I noticed, boring a hole into the witness. So I just want to add that is what I saw. I don't know his name. I don't know if it was law enforcement. I believe it was. I've not seen any other individual.
Big motherfucker staring at Kenneth Copeland?
We don't know, one, who they're talking about, what they're talking about. Literally, no idea. So the idea, this insertion into the record of the insinuation that someone is intimidating anyone.
I'll also ask Captain Kendall to ensure that.
I've noticed over the course of the last number of weeks and months, quite frankly, and I'd like the court to either remind the state, or maybe because it could be inadvertent, but maybe they can take note themselves. The fact that sometimes their facial expressions, their reactions, their statements to each other, their conversations to each other are done so close in the presence of the jury that it can't help but impact the jury.
I literally felt this earlier. I think I might have said something earlier too, that Miss Love rolls her eyes and rocking around like pissed off all the time.
You know, when someone's upset with a ruling and roll their eyes or makes a facial expression or throws up their hands in front of the jury 2 or 3 feet away from the jury can't help but impact the jury.
I certainly agree with that. I'd advise all counsel to just be mindful of their reactions.
Clearly talking about Miss Love.
Telling Detective Thorpe that you received a response back from that text message.
I don't recall any conversation with Detective Thorpe.
I'm saying you can slow it down, but I'm gonna keep asking you these questions. So, do you recall texting or telling Detective Thorpe that another guy called you and said that those people were just lying?
I don't recall.
All right. Why did you want her to park the car at Greenbrier Mall?
Because if anybody would do anything to that car while she was in there, well, nobody gonna get no risk.
Mr. Thomas was killed. Did you stay in the Atlanta area?
Can you say that again?
Sure. Did you stay in Atlanta?
Still do.
Okay. Did you ever go anywhere after Mr. Thomas was killed? Did you ever go to Miami?
Yes.
Okay. Who did you go to Miami with?
My baby mama and my daughter.
And did anyone pay for your trip to Miami?
We drove.
Where did you stay when you got to Miami?
I think a hotel.
Did you pay for that hotel?
No.
Who paid for the hotel?
I don't get what you asked. You said who paid for the hotel?
Yes, you said you did not pay for it.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it.
So who paid for it?
I guess Young Thug. Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, okay. So that state says that Thug paid for people's hotels to lay low. Definitely interesting for the jury to hear that part.
I can't say who paid for it.
Did Young Thug offer to pay for the hotel in Miami for you?
No.
So why are you assuming that Young Thug paid for it?
Because that's what I saw when I went to Miami.
So did you go visit Young Thug in Miami?
No. Everybody was screaming my name. A lot of stuff was going on. Homicide detective Thorpe. All them it was after me. And you know what I mean? My probation officer, I remember talking to her about it because I had to go see her after I left from being questioned from, I was told I need to lay low. And I asked for permission to leave, and she gave me permission to leave.
Okay, so my question is, how did you determine that Young Thug paid for your hotel?
Because I asked him, could he help me? You know what I mean? Because everybody's saying my name. He just like, I get back with you. And I don't know, I can't, you asked me to be honest. I can't say if he paid for something if I didn't see him pay for it or didn't. If he paid for it, I would say he did if I know he did it.
Was Shannon in Miami?
I think it was.
So he just admitted Shannon Stillwell was in Miami too. And the state says he shot and killed Donovan Thomas. What it sounds like is everyone went to Miami to lay low after this situation.
When you came back from Miami, did anything occur on I-75-85? Did you get shot at while driving a vehicle on the highway?
I was already back when that happened.
Right, so that's what I'm asking. When you got back from Miami to Atlanta, did you get shot at on the highway?
Yeah. No, I told my brother to report the car was damaged.
Do you recall going into the Atlanta Police Department on January 28th, 2015 to talk about the shooting on the highway?
You gotta be more clear.
Sure.
I remember being accused of shooting somebody's house up and the investigators calling me. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. I heard some piping, pop, pop, pop. but I ain't think nothing of it. Yeah, I turned the radio down to see was I tripping.
And once you turned the radio down to see if you were tripping, what do you remember happening next?
Bullets hit my car.
Was there anyone else in the car with you?
Yeah.
Who?
Me and Ladie.
Anyone else?
Oh, I'm tripping. Me, Ladie, and Shannon. I got pissed off.
Okay. And what did you do after you got pissed off?
Started the car and got out.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Gates and Detective Dennis that Boo was in a car?
I don't recall.
This man was telling detectives so many little details, bro. Multiple occasions.
Did you duck down in the car?
No, I turned the radio down to make sure I wasn't tripping.
Telling Detective Gates and Detective Dennis that you ducked down in the vehicle.
I guess. I don't recall.
Did you hear any more shots while you were being shot at on the highway?
I think I told you what I heard.
Why didn't you call the police?
Did I get my lick back?
I gotta get my lick back.
I don't know why I didn't call the police.
Okay, but what did you just say? You want to get your lick back?
That's the answer.
Let's stay in the question.
About the beef between you and Kell, between you and Kell.
Probably so. Probably whatever I could have convinced them to make them believe. I got a very difficult time telling the truth to investigators if I feel they are after me.
Okay, so I'm asking you, in this January interview, did you tell them the truth about the beef that was happening between you and Kell?
I don't know what I don't told them. That's why I'm trying to be careful what I say right now.
So many objections today and no microphone on the defense lawyers. I don't understand.
Yes, you remember what Thug said?
I don't recall what was said. I don't remember what was said.
Okay.
I don't remember me talking to the investigators about it.
Do you remember telling Detective that when Kell got on the phone, that Thug said the beef ain't over with until you pay for my window? You shot my window.
Yes.
Yes, you remember telling Detective Gaither that?
I don't remember what I don't told the police.
Let me ask you this. Are you just saying yes now to speed up your questioning?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Dude, this guy, he's not even testifying. He's just saying yes now. This is f***ing stupid, man.
Do you recall also that you told Thug that your beef with Kell is over with?
Yes.
He does this a lot where he says yes, he remembers something. Then she asks a follow-up to that, and he plays f***ing stupid.
That Thug said, nigga, I don't care about none of it. Look what y'all got going on. You still shot at me. Just pay for my window. You gonna pay for my window. Hey man, I ain't letting that go.
Yes.
Yes, you remember Thug saying that?
Thug say that?
You said yes, so I'm asking you, what do you remember?
Cause I keep telling you, I don't remember. You keep asking me questions, so I'm just saying yes.
I mean, what are we doing here?
I don't recall nothing I said to no police. You keep sitting right here asking me the same question over and over and over and over and over. I'm tired of it. I'm drained.
Okay. Well, if you just answer the questions.
I answer the question. You ask me, I say yes, yes. When I say yes, you ask me the same question over and over and over and over.
But did you just tell the court and the jury that you're saying yes just to move the process along?
I think I said it loud and clear.
So again, will you just answer the question, then we can move the process along?
You keep asking. Okay, yes.
Bro, this guy could be in a comedy movie.
Are you lying when you say yes?
Huh?
Are you lying when you say yes?
Am I lying about what?
Any question that I've asked you so far?
I can't be lying because I told you up front that I don't recall.
And me and Kell started talking like, man, bro, it's over, bro. Just pay for the window.
I don't talk like that.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that Kell's response was, I pay for a window, that nigga tried. You got a problem with Thug. You don't have a problem with me.
So why am I talking to Kell if that was true? I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't recall.
I think every day this week I've been speechless.
And you tried to dap up Kell, but he did not grab your hand.
I'm not walking up there. Nobody up. Okay, let me make myself clear, right? Because you keep asking me about things I don't told investigators in the past. So much was going on. My name was on everything. The police kept coming to grab me. Every time they grabbed me, I had a different story for them. I know 100% facts, and I'm telling you now, I was not truthful. I was saying whatever they wanted me to say. I was saying whatever I could come up with. I was trying my best to convince them that I didn't do nothing, that I'm an innocent person, and that people put their hands on me. When they asked me about any of these things, you sitting here keep asking me step by step by step by step. And I'm telling you now, because you asked me was I being truthful. Okay. I know I wasn't being truthful.
So is your testimony today that you lied in every interview that you did in 2015?
See, the way you asked me that, I don't recall what I was saying in the interviews, but I'm telling you now, when they was questioning me, 2015, 14, whenever they was questioning me, I was lying. I was making up stories. So when they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up. When they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up. And when they was getting me and they would let me go, I'm just telling you.
Do you recall telling every detective?
Every time they got me, I have told the police, I tell y'all whatever y'all want to hear, just let me go.
Do you recall telling every detective in every interview, you got to believe me, I'm telling y'all the truth?
Good response right there from the state attorney, though.
Okay.
This sound like me.
Do you recall telling every detective in every interview that you can go fact check what I'm telling you?
Say that again?
Sure.
When they got me, I said, listen, man, whatever y'all want me to say, I would tell you right now. Just tell me what to say and I would say it. Tell me what y'all want to know and I would tell you. So they would ask me about, if they would ask me about President Trump, I would have had a story about Trump. If they would ask me about you, I would have had a story about you. Whatever to convince them that I ain't do nothing, it wasn't me. That's what my intention was. So you're asking me about interviews and I keep telling you, you keep asking me step by 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 step. This is what I did. When they got me on this day, trying to come up with something to tell them. That's why I can't tell you what I said. I was making it up. But they don't know that I'm lying.
Did the detectives tell you that they had to fact check what you were telling them?
And you know, in certain situations.
Right. And so what benefit would it be to lie if they told you that they had to fact check it?
Oh, it wasn't no benefit because what they did was they picked and choose what they wanted to take from me. And they still left me in jail, so they came back and beat me in the butt. I think I just did. I just told you the God and the truth of what I did from January from 2014 until 2021. Every time they got me, they already know me. They already know I got a whole bunch of What you say?
I'm gonna ask you to refrain from cursing.
Oh, sorry, everybody. No disrespect. I'm sorry about it. But
Bro, he's so pissed off. This is comedy.
Do you remember telling Detective Gaither that Moonsung was fighting Bloody J?
I don't recall. They so focused on me. I'm trying to get them off of me. They need to go focus on somebody else and get their attention off me.
Back in 2015, were you familiar with Nut?
Yes.
And were you familiar with Thug?
Well, what do familiar mean?
Well, you just answered that you were familiar with Nut, so...
No.
So how were you able to tell Detective Gaither that Nut and Thug was cool?
Because they're questioning me and I'm trying to get them off of me, and she asked me questions about Nut and Thug, I guess, and I'm telling her whatever she asked me. Let's say she asked me a question about the sky. I'm gonna say, yeah, I seen the sky. It's blue. Whatever she asked me, I'm gonna agree to that. I'm gonna say whatever.
I mean, I don't know why he's on the stand still. All credibility is gone.
Say, yep, she's sitting outside me with white tennis shoes on. I'm gonna say something. Just because I want her to believe I'm telling the truth. I want her to get me out of jail.
Well, she has on white tennis shoes, don't she?
Don't you got on white tennis shoes? She got on Chucks.
Right, and they white, right?
What color your shoes is? She got on Chucks.
So you telling the truth?
What color your shoes is? She said they white.
Right, so you're telling the truth then?
Well, it depends. See, you pick what you want to tell them.
So did you also tell...
This man is playing games.
Do you remember telling Detective Gaither, so we came back and it was like Thug was trying to get rid of me? You feel what I'm saying?
Had to switch it up.
You had to switch it up.
I had to switch it up.
Why did you have to switch it up?
Because they kept targeting me.
Who is the they?
Investigator Gaither and Dennis.
Why did you have to switch it up to say that Thug was trying to get rid of you? What would that
Oh,
be?
I don't know what I told. No. Oh, let's go back.
Okay.
Now I said that he was trying to get rid of me.
Yes.
That's what I told her.
Yeah.
I don't recall what I told her.
Okay, you don't recall that.
Bro is clearly lying. He just said, oh shit, I just said, yeah, I remember that. There's been several times where he's picking and choosing what he remembers.
That Thug told you that they're saying on the street that you and Thug had beef.
No, I don't recall it.
And that you said, you told Thug, man, I haven't heard anything like that.
I think I just told you that right now. I recall this. And this is the God and the truth. I told those investigators that I did not see nobody's face. They constantly kept asking, you gonna let dudes shoot at you while you got your kid? Listen, man, it ain't about being afraid of being paperwork or nothing. You feel me? Like, it's not.
Do you recall telling the police that you did not want to be in the paperwork?
I probably did. But if I had to be in paperwork, I'm still gonna be the same person. And you asked me about questions that I was supposed to be asked back then, that if I say something, you're gonna say, oh, I might impeach him, or whatever the word is you use. When I don't know, I can't answer that.
Tell Detective Gaither that he purchased the gun for you from Arrowhead Pawn Shop?
That's where he said he got it from. They were doing 100 miles per hour. How you gonna see somebody?
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither it was 2 cars, the second car and Greedy was in the first car?
No, I don't recall.
Bro is snitching on his rival gang.
Because I know Gaither she know me.
Okay. And when you say she knows you, what does that mean?
She know I'm about to bullshit her.
And again, watch your language.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
It's an adult forum. He can say what he wishes to at this point. What was your answer, sir?
She know I'm about to play around.
That's pretty much it for today. A lot of testimony. Kenneth Copeland acting dumb as shit. From a juror's perspective, I don't know if this helps the state too much. Maybe the thing about Thug paying for a hotel for people. Other than that, pretty pointless. Hit subscribe. Love you guys. Peace out.